Hey guys, doing a second video for my GB engine covers, the sliders. Last time I did the left side of my bike. This time I now have the right side of my bike, a little bit bigger. Same exact concept as before. It's going to be, I think we're looking at 4 bolts. Got this over at Revzilla. I'll put a link in the description for y'all. Pretty quick on shipping. Pretty good with packaging, so it came intact, no problems with it. So we'll go ahead and we'll get started. Last time around we did the clutch side of the bike. Tonight we're going to be doing the engine side. A little bit tighter clearances. You might get a little bit of oil leakage on this side too. There's more oil. It's a little bit lower, so just have a towel or something handy. Don't worry if you get a little bit. Just be quick about it. You shouldn't get too much. For tools needed, you'll need your socket. I recommend having an extension. And we're going to use a T30 Allen star-shaped, and then we'll have a torque wrench. You can pick these up on Amazon. I use the Tecton, works well. I think it's like $100. You could spend $300-400 on some of these, but you know, this one's worked great for me for the little projects that I work on in my garage. If you're doing like car repair, you might want a slightly larger one, but for bikes, this one's great. So we'll go ahead and get started. If you want, and I recommend it, maybe just kind of put this up here, go get a marker or something. You can mark the bolts. I know which ones are needed, but you could just come in and mark them so you don't get the wrong ones. Not that big of a deal. The way that GB did this is they don't want you taking all the bolts off, so you're still keeping pressure and should keep that seal. What you don't want to do is make a mistake and take too many off, and then you could break the seal, and some, again, oil and other things might start dripping out here. So just kind of pay attention to what bolts you're actually taking out. May have to play with some of the cabling in here for your hydraulics, for your brakes. Make sure you get it nice and lined up, no gaps. I'm going to use a tiny bit of 243 Loctite, not much. Just a drip. You know, really you're just putting 1 drop on it at best. For the bolts that you're putting on, by the way, it's going to be an 8mm socket. So just make sure you have that also ready for you. Now I'm just going to do this by hand to get these in, and then we'll come back with the torque wrench here. All right, once the bolts are thumb tight, I'm going to go ahead and take out my torque wrench. I have this set to 10 Newton meters on this particular wrench, and we'll go ahead and just get started here. All right, once you're done, maybe just do, a check on all the bolts, make sure they're good. Do not over tighten them. Very bad if you do. You'll smash the gasket, cause a problem, cause a leak. Once it's on, looks pretty good, nice and sturdy. Same thing as the other side. There's holes that you can't see. If you do low side, you start to see the holes that they drill on the opposite side of this show through. It means it's time to replace. Again, go pick these up at Revzilla. I would say for the money, they're some of the cheapest upgrades you can do to your bike to protect it. If you ever do a low side, you'll thank yourself for it.